Doctor, come out. Doctor, come out. Over here. Over here. Look, look. Your skin is just looking so immaculate tonight. So gorgeous. So beautiful. Your skin is just like, it's glowing.
Says it over.
We just have to ask, what is your skincare routine? Like, what do you do?
Well, I get asked this question all the time. I'm finally prepared to answer it, I believe. So you see, these products that I use, they're amazing.
Well, like, what products are you using? We need to know.
Well, actually, they're somewhat in demand, so maybe a little bit hard for you to find, but to be honest, they're mass produced on a global scale. Actually, universally.
Well, please, let the audience know. You must tell us. We need to know the secret. Just tell us the names.
Well, the names are actually quite incredible. I love them dearly.
So what are they?
I'll give them to you.
Wait, hold on. Camera four. Come in.
There's 4 of them. This one is adenine. The second one is guanine.
Chris, are you getting this?
The third one is cytosine.
Write that down.
And the fourth one is thymine.
Oh my God, Dr. Kamal, those sound amazing.
Well, actually, you can find the products inside of you.
Wait, what do you mean? Are the products specifically formulated for your skin or something?
Well, what I mean is, it's the building blocks of life.
Wait, hold on. I'm a little confused now.
Well, you see, my skincare routine is completely genetic. This skin, everyone's always asking me, is completely genetic.
Wow,
that is why it's so clear.
This is shocking
Nothing
news.
in my routine
I
that
can't
makes
believe
it look amazing.
Wait, Danny, go to camera 2.
Genetic. Yes, the things that I was talking about. It's just DNA.
Wow, this
genetic.
is
There's
definitely going to
products.
be a number 1.
There's no cream, no serum.
Wow.
So just leave me alone. I'm tired of answering you.
Wait, hold on. She's on the run. She's clearly figuring out. Cut the camera. Just cut the camera.
Hello! I hope you enjoyed that introduction. I thought about doing something, a little bit more creative this time. But welcome back to my channel. And today, as you probably already figured out from the introduction, I'm going to be doing a skincare video. So yes, as you heard, a lot of people ask me a lot of times, what's your skincare routine? What do you do? And to be honest, I wasn't doing anything before. I really even wasn't really washing my face, so.
This is my moment. I waited all my life back.
But I now have a skincare routine, and the reason why this video has been taking a longer time is because I wanted to make sure the products I was using were working for me before giving you guys a video, because if one of them was a little bit off, then I would not be showing you it in this video. So all these products have amazing reviews, have worked well for me. So I want to give you guys some products you can use, and I do want to announce too that I know a lot of these products are somewhat expensive, so the reason why I was able to get them all is because I've been using the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, where you can get products for 50% off, or other deals and get combinations. So that's how I was able to get all these products, and it is hot. So I'm gonna take a drink of water. Use a water bottle, guys. Save the earth, no plastic. So yeah, all that aside, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna answer your questions about my steady abroad routine while showing you my skincare routine, because what? We love multitasking queen up in here. Also, if you're wondering where I got my little headband thingy from, it's from Amazon, and it's so cute. I saw a lot of people with these like on TikTok and stuff, and I was like, I need it. Because especially when my hair is out, I mean right now, you can't really see because my hair's in a twist, but when my hair is out, it's just so annoying to do my skincare routine with all my hair everywhere. This is so much better. Yes, all right, finally getting to the routine. All right, here we go. A little bit closer so you can see me really up close. I hope this angle is fine. So question 1 is, when did you know you wanted to study abroad? So that is question 1. And for the first product, I will be using the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. So if you don't know, double cleansing is an amazing thing, especially for people with oily skin. I'm not an esthetician, so don't take my word 100%. It's just a good way to remove all the excess dirt, oils. If you wear makeup a lot, these are amazing too. And this one is amazing. It's a little expensive. That's why I said a lot of these products I got through Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So this product is amazing. DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. So double cleansing is essentially just using 2 cleansers to remove excess stuff. So all right, so I just did like 2 pumps, rub it in my fingers, and then start rubbing. I'm gonna do this for about, I don't know, we'll see, but I'll answer your question. So when did I know I wanted to study abroad? So I went into, I'm looking in the mirror if you see me like constantly looking up. I knew that I wanted to study abroad from high school, you know, and that's also kind of what I looked into when I was looking for colleges. I was like, oh, I want to go study abroad program. So it was honestly before high school, and I feel like a lot of people honestly don't know they're going to study abroad like in high school. Like a lot of people are like looking, they're like, oh, that seems cool, but they're not. Like, but I was like 100% sure. I was like, I'm studying abroad. So yeah, I knew in high school, and I would suggest to any of you who are in high school or even first years in college or if you're planning on transferring or whatever, to look for school if you know you're going to study abroad or you are somewhat interested, look for schools that you know have good study abroad programs, because some schools, most schools do have good study abroad programs, but some schools don't have many, and some schools, you know, if you want to go to a school that has programs through the actual school, because it's just an easier process for applying, and just if anything goes wrong, it's easier to hold your school accountable because you know kind of all the rules and everything set in stone. So yeah, I would say, yeah, I knew back in college, and I basically like knew 100% that I was doing it. I guess sophomore year, obviously. Actually, no, I think first year, because if you haven't seen it, click the link here. I went to Jordan about 3 years ago now to do a summer study abroad program, and I think it was after I did that I knew like 100% like, yes, I want to study abroad, do Arabic program. So yeah, that's when I knew. All right, so now I have rubbed in this deep cleansing oil for about, I don't know, 2 minutes probably. You can rub it in for longer if you don't follow her. I suggest it, especially if you're a woman of color or a black woman. LA Beautyologist, I kind of learned the deep cleansing or oil cleansing method from her. And sometimes you can just oil cleanse for a long time because it's kind of a stress reliever because you're just massaging your face. See how I'm doing it for even longer now? But don't like overdo it, because obviously the oil cleansing strips a lot more from your skin, so you don't want to be, if you do oil cleanse every day, you don't want to be doing it you know, doing a long oil cleanse every day, because that will strip a lot from your skin. Again, I'm not an esthetician, so I don't know this for sure, but I just feel like it's not as good for your skin. Your skin likes to be touched, but not too much, you know? All right, so I'm gonna rinse this off now, and I'll be right back. Whew. All right, everything is rinsed off, and now for question number 2. So question number 2 is, how did you choose the location? And for question number 2, I'll be doing my second cleansing, which is the Matcha Head Hydrating Cleanser by Crave Beauty. This is an amazing cleanser, guys, especially for you guys who have sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin and also dry skin. This is as it says in the name, a hydrating cleanser I forget the founder's name. She is amazing. She formulated products. She took a lot of time to formulate them, especially for sensitive skin. It is, I believe, a Korean like skincare product because the woman who founded it is Korean. And it even has the pH on the back. So I love this cleanser. It smells amazing. It has matcha, hemp seeds, oats, almonds, vitamin B5, and sodium PCA, whatever that is. I know I'm STEM, so I should know, but I don't. So I just take like a little, I moved it onto my other hand, but you don't need that much of this. All right, so I'm gonna rub this in and answer the second question. I basically chose Morocco because I had already been to Jordan, and at first I kind of wanted to go to the Middle East again to study abroad and possibly go to the United Arab Emirates or Oman. But I found that there weren't really any study abroad like semester programs there. So I was like, well, I can't do that. And then also my friends who you saw in the vlogs, Shayla and Daniela, my friend Shayla had already studied abroad in Morocco, so she gave us good advice about it. And then my friend Daniela was like, well, since you've already studied in Jordan, why don't we go somewhere new, you know, like Morocco. So I was like, okay, like Morocco, and it's just closer. And also another thing when you're looking into study abroad programs, you may want to think is just, you know, if you know you're a person who likes to travel, how far away the country is from other countries. So another reason we chose Morocco is because it's very close to Europe. It's very close to Spain, France. You know, you could take a ferry from Tanja, which is the northern part of Morocco, a city in the northern part, all the way to Spain, and then you can, you know, go around from there. And then also, obviously, Morocco's in Africa, so if we wanted to, we could travel to other African countries. So that is another thing you want to think about when you're studying abroad. Sorry about all the cars, guys. And recently, my neighborhood has been very busy, and everyone's been traveling through it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it's packed. Packed, just like the fireworks. Have y'all been hearing the fireworks? Because they're crazy. Anyways, back on topic. Let me wash this off, and then I'll continue talking because I don't want to keep this on too long. Whew. As I was saying, yeah, so I chose Morocco for those reasons, the location, it being close, sorry, shoot my eyes. It being closer to, you know, European countries, other countries I knew I wanted to visit, and also having already gone to Jordan before, which is the other option for study abroad programs that I saw in terms of Arabic language programs, intensive Arabic language programs. So yeah, that is why I chose Morocco. And also, if you didn't see another video you should watch, I dealt with a lot of racism in Jordan. So, and a lot of the people in Jordan are lighter skinned. So I wanted to go to a place where there was a lot more diversity in terms of the skin color range and just the different people. So there are obviously a lot of immigrants in Morocco too, a lot of Senegalese immigrants. So it's just more black people in general, and I was like, well, maybe they won't stare at me as much as black people like are here more often and live here. So that is another reason why I chose Morocco. Little things. Okay, so anyways, back to the routine. So right now, the reason why I was patting my eyes is because I didn't want the product to get into my eyes because it was kind of dripping. But the next step of my routine is toning. So I use the, what is this? Heritage Stone Rose Water and Glycerin. Now actually I use the Rose Water Toner, I think that's the name of it. It's not actually this one that I use, but I was using this one first, and I used the spray bottle. I just put the Rose Water Toner one into, because the Rose Water Toner one, but the Rose Water Toner one comes in a bottle, and then it's like you have to pour it out. But I think spraying it is just easier. I know it probably wastes more product, but I just like it more, especially for the summer because it'd be hot and I don't know. So yeah, I use this. This is an amazing product. It smells amazing. It does have fragrance in it, unfortunately. So if you are really sensitive to that, I would say be careful. Some people can get away with it, some people can't. Again, I'm not an esthetician, so do not take my word for granted. Oh, and I'm not a dermatologist either. So yeah, I'm just gonna spray this on my face. I shake it up a little bit. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, so a lot of people dry their face after doing their skincare routine, after washing their face, which you should not do, which I learned from my friend, you should actually leave your face wet, because the way toners, especially if you're using a toner with hyaluronic acid, work is that they basically, I need a little bit more. It's hot, guys, so this stuff is drying out fast. Mostly I can taste that. The way toners work with hyaluronic acid is they basically, I guess, bind to the moisture and then whatever, hold it in. I don't know the science, because I know I'm STEM, I should know, but I don't, so shut up. But yeah, that's how they work. So if you don't really have a wet or damp face and you're drying your face and your face is completely dry and you're spraying it, it's basically not really doing it. But you should keep going on your face because it'll give you extra moisture. All right, so the next question is, what was it like living with a host family? So I feel like this is a very popular question, everyone wants to know, and obviously everyone's experience is different. And I would say, depending on where you're studying abroad, your experience will most definitely be different, So, but my experience with my host family was great. I was living with a mom, a daughter who's 3 years old, I love you, and a grandma. The grandma was, I think, in her 70s. The mom was in her 30s. And also there was a father, but he lives in the US because he works for the government. So he's currently living in the US. So yeah, I was just in the apartment with them, and it was, honestly, I loved it. They were very sweet, At first, I will be honest, especially, I'm sorry guys, it's like this stuff is staying in my eyes. I'm gonna be honest, for those of you who are wanting or planning on doing a language program, it is a bit of a shock when you first go, into your host family, because I feel like I was going in, I was prepared, but then when I finally got to the moment we were in the car driving to my host family, I was like, I was not ready. So, and then when I got there, I was like, I completely forgot all the Arabic I knew. Like, I didn't actually, but it was just, and also in Morocco, they speak Darija, which is a dialect of Arabic, and I knew no Darija. And my host family spoke, well, just really my host grandma, who was basically the one at the house all the time because my host mom was always away. My host grandma only really spoke Darija, and obviously the little girl, she was only 3, so obviously she doesn't know like formal Arabic. They were really nice, but yeah, it was a shock in the beginning because I wasn't comfortable with Darija. I didn't know any, that's kind of all they knew. And there were times where I did feel like, all right, I have to kind of force myself to leave my room because I'm a person who loves being in my room and just kind of relaxing and everything. But I was like, they're gonna probably think I'm weird, and like, I want to make sure that I form a good relationship with them. So I would kind of force myself to go and just sit in the living room and talk to them, force myself to speak Arabic to them. You gotta force yourself early on because that will help you form a better relationship. So yeah. What was it like living in a non-English speaking country? So Morocco's, if you didn't know, for whatever reason, the national languages or the official languages in Morocco are Arabic, Darija, and Amazigh, which is the Berber language, which is basically kind of like the indigenous people of Morocco. And so like I said, going into the program, I didn't know any Darija. I know formal Arabic or Fusha or MSA, whichever one you know it as. I've studied formal Arabic for 3 years now, so I knew that. But it was, because I was more comfortable with it since I had already studied abroad in Jordan. Also, guys, I'm waiting for this stuff to dry. I'm sorry, I didn't say why I didn't do anything else. I'm waiting for this to dry. Let my toner dry before applying my serum to really get it to soak in. And because I put on so much, it takes a while for it to dry. So that's why we're doing a lot of question answering now. Yeah, I was more comfortable with it because I had been in Jordan, but it was still, a big shock. I think, like, maybe some Western countries, I think a lot of times women tend to be out less for whatever, at least in the area that I was, it was a lot of men. And I think for me, like my family, I have a lot of women in my family, like I go to women's college, so being in an area which is mostly men just makes me a little bit more uncomfortable, especially being in a different area. You know, you don't know what they're gonna do, what they're gonna say. So it was a bit harder for me to force myself to, you know, go out and talk to people. But it definitely, like, I pushed myself, like, and it was definitely hard the first week, you know. You speak formal Arabic to people like in the street and stuff, they kind of look at you like you're crazy. I mean, unless you're at like mall or something like that where they know it's like people from all over coming. But if you're like at a little hanut, which is like a corner store or a bodega for my New Yorkers, they do not speak formal Arabic. So you're gonna have to speak that Darija, baby girl. You know? Yeah, the transition was a little bit rough, you know, but it definitely really helped my Arabic. Definitely. And I'm very thankful.